Hello, crypto. Welcome. I'm Ali Kane, and welcome to my first weekly Pulse Wars Power Play show. It took me a while to get up and running, but we're here now. Listen, I've always had it as part of the plan for Pulse Wars that we would have weekly streams covering all the things that's going on. Now, I know it's taken a little while to get the project going, but whenever we get a few months down the line and we've got these big prize pools, and people are competing on a weekly basis for maybe 5, 10, 15 grand up for grabs every week. There will be a lot of things to talk about. We've got a lot of ideas of how to engage the community, get sort of some of the main influencers involved in the game. There is behind the scenes, there's a lot of the big influencers within the Hex and Pulsechain ecosystem that have minted Pulse Wars NFTs. And I'll actually, whenever we go through some of the things I'm going to share today, you'll see just a few of the big names that are in the project and will be playing the games. So this will be a quick sort of maximum 30 minutes every week where we'll just talk about what's going on within the project, what I'm working on, how I'm trying to make things better, what we have coming in the future, and what's going on kind of on the ground on a daily basis. So the first thing I want to look at is just a quick update on where we're at with the minting. So at the minute, look, I was very surprised as this is the first stream that I've been on really since the launch. I was very surprised after the mint that we didn't sell a hell of a lot more NFTs. It was a little bit soul destroying for a few weeks, but you've got to pick yourself up and just keep cracking on. I believe fully in this project. We've put a lot of money into it. I really do believe that we're building something that will be really special when the bull run's really in full effect. So minting this week, we sold at the minute. This is our beautiful website. I'm actually working on some updates of the website. We're tweaking the marketing message a little bit. What happened at the start was that the game is very, very simple, but there's a lot of small moving parts. So when you're explaining it to people, it can sound a hell of a lot more complicated than it actually is. So, Pulse Wars, all it is you mint an NFT to enter the game. And within that NFT, depending on what type you mint, you will get a crypto portfolio to manage. Now, depending on what type, there are 7 types within the game. And depending on what type you mint, you may get a portfolio of 4 Pulsechain coins. You may get a portfolio of 1 Pulsechain coin. The 7 different types all get a slightly different type of portfolio. And it's fake money, but it's real market values that the portfolio is tracking. So we've built all this. It's a crypto portfolio fantasy league, and that's all it is. Each NFT gets a crypto portfolio. You manage the portfolio by doing very, very simple trades, but they're very limited in the amounts of trades you can do. And every week you can try and win some money, and the actual league lasts for 280 days, right up to the top of the bull run. And whoever's portfolio is worth the most then wins the most money. It's really that simple. But look, as I say, we're working on tweaking the market and message. So just simple crypto fantasy league. You mint, you get a portfolio, you manage a portfolio, and you win, hopefully, shitloads of money. So enter the league. Enter the league. We moved away from the NFT battle game. Some of the tweaks and things that were made throughout the course of development and talking to people and talking to the community. The NFT battle game that was the original idea has very much morphed into this crypto fantasy league game, and it really is built for the community. There's so many small little details that will come to light the more people get involved. And the more people get involved, the more NFTs get minted, and the more we do, the more people will see what we've done for the community. So look, at the minute, we've minted 739 Pulse Wars NFTs and 119 citizen NFTs. So a total of, I think it's 856 NFTs. We sold 2 more today already. Sorry, actually, so it's like, call it 850 NFTs so far. Our target is 16,384. We're a long way off. And, whenever I was doing all the streams before the minting went live, I was saying, look, we've built this for the community, but what we need is community support. I've forked out a lot of money to build the game and do the best that I can, but the prize pools come from the minting of NFTs. So we need as much community support and engagement as possible. And, we have the weekly games, the Pulse Wars community games that are a weekly game that everybody that's holding an NFT can play. When that kicks off, I would expect to see a lot more activity when we actually have prizes that we're giving away weekly. On that note, though, I'm not rushing to do that. We were kind of hoping to have that launched already, but with the state of the market, with the prices of Pulse, the way I feel at the minute is that there's no real need to go rushing into that. We can take our time and we can let the prize pools build up. You'll see here, we've minted 800 odd NFT, 850 NFTs so far. The prize pool sits at 565 million Pulse. Now, that is a market value of about 28 grand. So even when we began minting the NFTs, the Pulse price was at about 125, not 0005. Even then at the value when we started minting the NFTs were about $125 a piece. And at that sort of value, you would be sitting around 70K. We weren't far off a double of SAC price when we were launching the NFTs, because we were a couple of weeks late. We weren't far off that freaking, 3 zeros and a 2 sort of price. So when you can see even at 28K in the price pool at the minute at only 800 NFTs, you can see how quickly and easily when we turn around, when Pulsechain starts pumping a little bit, we get back to SAC price. We're on a double of the prize pool. We get the 2x, 3x of that. The prize pools will increase substantially, and the target for the game is a 12.5 billion Pulse prize pool. So we've got a long way to go, but I've no doubt that we'll get there in the end. So yeah, that's just a little update on the sacrifice or the minting stuff. So we have got our Pulse Wars community games built. It is so if you hold an NFT, one of our NFTs, you can compete every single week in what we call the Pulse Wars community games. They are a really simple Pulse die trading game. So we've got the game built. We have 555 people in our Telegram. And out of those, we picked out where I asked if anybody wanted to join the beta testing group. So there's 12, I think 12 or 13, maybe 14 people in a little beta testing group. And we run our first sort of, I've been testing away with the devs, but we ran our first test game last week. And I would like to actually, let me see here, remove that. Let me see. Let me get rid of this a wee second here. I'm going to share the screen and show you the ins and outs of the little community game that we played last week. And this is what will get launched for the community properly. And as I say, it's pretty much ready. We're just working on a few UI tweaks. So present, share screen, window, and that is okay. Okay, sure. I'm pretty excited about this, in fairness. It's been a lot of effort, just pulling this thing together. Seeing an idea in September, come together with lots of help from lots of different people. It's been very exciting. And the fact that we've been able to build something that's completely unique. It's not on any other chains. It's not in any other communities. It's built for Pulsechain by me for the Pulsechain community, and it's fucking awesome. So look, this is the way that the site looks when you come. You can mint your NFT. Once you have a few minted, you can click into your portfolio, and your portfolio will bring up all the NFTs that you have minted. Let me sec here. Okay, so within the test game, I have minted 10 NFTs. And you see I was saying before about there's all the different types. They all play the game with slightly different portfolios. A quick idea, okay? These natives, they get one Ethereum-based coin or one non-Pulsechain coin, as we call them. So a maxi, that's a maxi, sorry. A maxi can get Bitcoin, Cardano, Pepe, Doge, SHIB, something that's not from Pulsechain, but you only get one coin. A native, if you mint one of those, when the game starts, you will get one Pulsechain coin. And then a founder can kind of pick any coin they want. They are the strongest within the game. But that's for the full Pulse Wars game. In the community games, all NFTs are equal. They all play exactly the same way. So You'll see here we have a wee community games tab here. So in my NFTs, if I want to play, let's see, let me click into one that's not active. So this brings up your sort of what you can play screen. As we build out, there'll be more and more gets added into this. So whenever you click into an NFT, you'll be from this dashboard, you'll be able to go in and click to play the main game, or click to play the weekly game, or click to play some of the little individual challenges that will add down the line as well. So if I click into trade now, this guy wasn't trading. This one wasn't trading, so it's not showing any portfolios. But if I go back to my NFTs, I go back to the portfolio. Last week we had, I think it was 41 NFTs compete in the game. Now, what's going to happen? You play the game, you claim a 1,000 fake die on a Monday morning, and the game runs until Saturday night. Within that time frame, it's it's just on. I can't think of the many hours it is exactly, but let's call it 6 days. You've got 6 days to trade the Pulse die chart with 1,000 fake die, and you in that time frame you can only make 20 trades, and whoever ends up the winner at the end of the week wins cash prizes. So look, I toggle this. You toggle that with little community games to active. This will show you all the ones that you have active in the game that week. Now, where do you see how much I suck? To say there was 41 or 42 people playing the game, and if I go into my founder, okay, so again, it always goes into the screen, because whenever we build out more into the game, you'll be able to pick which ones you're playing that week. Okay, so trade now. I go into trade now. It'll have the chart, the pulse die chart, and it's stopped now. That's where we were at the end of the game. This is where you use to sort of just trade. So that'll start off the week with 1,000 die. So say you wanted to trade 900, that'll trade into, you hit exchange now. And this is just where you do your trades and you manage your portfolio. So I only did 2 trades, and I ended up in $31 in profit. Woohoo! I can't even do that in real life. Can't even do that in real life, for fuck's sake. But anyway, I made over this was run over 3 days. We run the test game over a weekend. So I came 18th out of 41. I think I did through 2 trades. So I think I went like 90% in to Pulse on a dip, and then put the other 10% in the second trade. So I ended up with 1,031 die at the end of the game. Okay. If you just go back to your NFTs each time, you can kind of click into them individually and manage them individually. We're still working on a few little bugs within the UI. Not even so much bugs, just things that'll make it sleeker and easier to manage your NFT. So let's see how I did with this native. This native one. Trade now. I think I did really shit with this one. So ranked 31 out of 40. I only did 1 trade, and I went 70% into Pulse on that first trade. So look, that's how simple the game is. You could only make 20 trades in a week. We have built everything within Pulse Wars to be nice and simple for everybody to play. We don't want to be the only people that ever win the weekly games, the full game. We don't want the people that win everything to be only the guys that are sitting at a computer 24/7 playing the game. You can literally come check this weekly game once a day, see if you want to make a trade, yes, no, and play it like that. It's that simple and that easy. Okay, so leaderboard, click into the leaderboard. It will show you okay, so they're like, this is the week 7, because we've ran 7 different test games. Current week, this is just showing. So the guy who won made a $62 profit. The guy who came second, guy or girl, sorry, the person, the he, she, them, made a $47 profit. And then third place, they were only 6. What's that? 6. They were only 11 cents apart between second and third place. And then you can just scroll down and load up more all the way down to number 41 that there was that week. So yeah, I'm really happy. All the smart contracts all work. Everything works fine. The trading all works well. The minting all works well. The claim functions work well. It's just a few little things within the UI. So we're ready. We're ready to launch this. It's just a sort of timing thing now. I really want to sell more NFTs, get more involved in the community. I'm going to be out streaming on other people's channels again. Kind of disappeared for a while, for a few weeks while I was planning and working with the devs and getting all this sort of stuff done. So a little thing, you can go in here, previous week, see winners. This will all be live again. So that week 7, I think I might have won something week 6. Let me see, week 6. I think I might have won something in week 6. Native 40. I think that one was mine. Anyway, if you don't know about teams, you'll see all these things down here, all in, coffee, Tangang, boobies. These are community teams. So whenever you mint one of our NFTs, you can join a community team. Okay. The reason we have the community teams is that every week we'll have a pot of Pulse up for grabs. So 50 million Pulse in the prize pool every week. 15 million of that gets paid out to the people who play every week and place 1st to 10th. So you win Pulse if you come 1st, 2nd, all the way down to 10th. The other 35 million Pulse every week gets shared between the winning team. So whoever wins, essentially ever wins the mini game each week, essentially wins 35 million for their team. So you can actually win in Pulse Wars without even doing anything except joining the right team that week. So what is teams? Let me have a quick look. Trade now. Let me see. He's already joined a team. I'm trying to find one that I haven't actually joined a team with. Teams. I keep saying it. We've built this for the community. We have the Tangang team. We have the 9-inch team. We have the aliens for the PTGC guys. We have the I Love Paganing guys. We have the boob bearing Aussies. We have Matty Goes All In Again. We have Friendships Confirmed. We have Crypto and Coffee. Trying to remember them all off the top of my head, but we tried to bring all the communities from Pulsechain into this game. So no matter what your favorite community is, what your favorite coin is, we should have you covered in this game. Come on, right? Please let me pick one that doesn't have a team picked. Okay, here we go. So Pulse Wars is more fun with a team. Choose a team. So every NFT that you have, you can use it to join a team. But once you join your team, you cannot change. You're in that team forever. Okay. Each team only has 200 places. So we have the Tangang, the Aliens, the Lorians, the DJs for the DJing protocol, Peganing. Why is that not scrolling on down further? Sorry, give me a second here. Yeah. I don't give 2 fucks. 9 inches. Nope, you don't have permission. We have Roots. What does the B even stand for? Vampire, because there's a team called Vampire Attacked. You see, we've got everybody. We've got the Xenians. We've got captains. The captain's got a team. The Texans have a team. Pick your team and trade like a motherfucker. Woohoo! Oh, it's so exciting. Oh, it's going to be awesome whenever we really get rolling. Orange and gooey. It's orange and it's gooey. Yeah. Love him or hate him, he's in there. Tangang. And so the top 3 teams, the Tangang out of 200, they're at about 90 places taken. In second place is Randy Hilarski's team. Nope, you don't have my permission. I think they're only a couple behind. And then after that, it is the Power City team. So the Power City team is called Power City Welcome to the Capital. So yeah, there's a lot. See, I've got a lot going on. Anyway, join a team. So when you join a team, let's go back and have a quick nosy at the leaderboard. You'll see here everybody has a team badge beside them. So the guy who won the test game, he won his 6 million Pulse for coming first, but he also won 35 million Pulse for that gets shared between everybody with a 9-inch badge. The team's called 9 Inches of Pleasure. So if you didn't even play the game that week, but you held a 9-inch badge, at the end of the week, we come to, sorry, you got to go into the previous week. At the end of the week, if you're holding the badge and you go up into here, claim team reward, you click in there, and any of your NFTs that have a 9-inch badge will show up in here, and you will be able to claim your fucking prizes for doing absolutely nothing or being a shit trader and not coming in the top 10. So I hope you like the look of that. And this is only the basis. You know, the main game is going to have so much more to it. This mini game has, you know, pulse, die. When we kick off with the main game, you're going to be managing a crypto portfolio. Crypto portfolio with 4 coins. We're going to have 25 to 30 Pulsechain coins and 25 to 30 Ethereum stroke other legacy based coins. And it's all going to be so much fucking crack. If you haven't been paying attention, I do hope that, here's the thing, we sell all 16,384 NFTs. We sell all them. Pulse goes to sacrifice and does a 10x. The top prize will be worth $3.5 million. Now, this Pulse still has to do a 10x. We still have to sell all the NFTs. But please, folks, go and join the Telegram, t.me/join Pulse Wars. And the website is pulsewars.io. Go there. The link to Mint is there. If not, go to app.pulsewars.io. That'll bring you straight to the Mint site. I need people buying NFTs. I need support. You will see how hard I work to make this game one of the best things on Pulsechain as we go through the bull run. But I cannot fucking do it without support and sales of NFTs. So today, they only cost $50 each. And for $50 today, you get to play mini games every single week, and you get to enter the Pulse Wars Crypto Fantasy League with a chance to win hopefully millions and millions of dollars. It's a fucking no-brainer. Get them minted. Help me, help you. Somebody will win the top prize. Not only in the main game, also, we don't just pay out the top place, we pay out the top 512 places. So there's a lot to play for, and a lot. You don't need to be the best trader. You can literally play this game so simply and so easily. So yeah, got a lot going on. Showed the test game. Okay, let me see here. 1 second. Stop the screen share. I'm going to show you a couple of things from the community this week. Okay, and this will give you an idea of where we're going with the community games. With a lot of the things that we're trying to do. Okay, so I ran a poll on Twitter. You better fucking come back. Yeah, I ran a poll on Twitter during the week, during last week. What Pulsechain influencers would you like to see go head to head in our first weekly DAI Pulse trading minigame, the first community Pulse Wars community games? What we can do is give 2 influencers or any 2 people from the community an NFT to compete with each week. And we can all, as a community, watch them put their fucking money where their mouth is. They're all telling you what to buy and when to buy it. We'll let them put their fucking reputations on the line, only for a bit of fun and only for a bit of crack. We can make them go head to head and keep an eye on how they're doing against each other every week. So we can pick out 2 community influencers and make them battle each other. And what I do hope is when we do this, that they will do a forfeit. So every week I'll have something to cover. I can tell you who's playing. That I do it on a Monday night. We can talk about who's playing that week, and we can share what the previous loser had to do as a forfeit each week. So that's one I really want to kick off. It's just something. That's only one idea that I have that we can do to make this a fun and engaging game. Everybody's out there fighting with each other. We're trying to bring everybody together for a bit of crack and have a bit of fun with this game all the way to fucking March 2024. 2020, it's already 2024, isn't it? March 2025, maybe a bit longer if Pulsechain doesn't get moving before then. So look, I put out a poll asking who would you like to see? Axis versus Randy, RG3 versus SJ, Hexy Bastard versus Money Gang, or the Corys, Corey Geary versus Corey Costa. And we had, look, 73 votes is quite a lot of votes on a poll whenever you've got less than 1,000 followers. So Hexy B versus Money Gang came in with 47% of the votes, and I've tagged them both. I would love to see some of you guys that are actually watching this stream tag them 2 motherfuckers and tell them that they've been chosen by the community to compete against each other in the first Pulse Wars community games, and the fucking loser has to do a forfeit. And we could come up with all sorts of ideas. We could come up with some awesome ideas. All right, I had this idea for Corey Costa versus David James. You ever see David James's videos on Twitter? He's training like a motherfucker, biceps popping. And we've got Corey, who's known as Corey Meatballs. So you get them two compete against each other. If Corey wins, David James has to eat 50 meatballs. And if David wins, Corey Meatballs has to eat or do 50 burpees. That'd be fucking great to watch. I'd love to watch Corey Costa doing 50 or whatever 50 burpees. It'd be fucking awesome. But anyway, that's just one of the ideas of things that I'd like to see the community as well step up and do. Another thing within the community, talking about the small details that we've built into the game. Okay, Steve Hitson, Scuba Steve, he minted a couple of Pulse Wars NFTs during the week. And one of the ones that he minted was a Pulsechain, which gets a portfolio of 4 Pulsechain coins. But the name, you'll see there the name, SJ is wild. Within the game, there are 4,600 Pulsechains. Each Pulsechain has an individual name. So when you mint, you won't know what type of NFT you're going to get. It could be a Pulsechain, it could be a native, it could be a maxi. But if you mint a Pulsechain at random, you will also get assigned a name to the NFT. So Steve Hitson, we've named all the NFTs of influencers within the community, and also lots of people, just community members. You'll see if you go to NFT on Pulse or Pulse Market and look up the Pulse Wars NFTs, you will see, and even if you filter out the Pulsechains, you'll see all sorts of names. And as we go through the bull run, there'll be a secondary market for all these NFTs where you might be able to pick up the one that has your name. I spent countless hours scrolling Telegram, scrolling Twitter, and picking out people. Then not necessarily that I only the ones that I follow, but picking out all community members and putting their names into the spreadsheet. So look, Steve Hitson, he minted the one that is named after SJ. All the names, sorry, as a sort of, just in case anybody was going to get offended or get pissed off that I was using their name, I didn't use real names. I tweaked everything. So like SJ is wild. I didn't want to use their real name, but they're all pretty recognizable. And you'd have to be pretty friggin' stupid not to catch some of the names. And then there's a shitload of other random ones in there. So here's what happened. Steve Hitson minted SJ's one, and he reached out to her and gave it to her. So that's, look, the community. Why am I on Pulsechain? Because of the community. Why did I build Pulse Wars? Because I want to add to the community. I want to build something. And there is a fucking perfect example of what this game was for and what the community out there is like. Steve minted her NFT. He got in touch with her and he gave it to her. Fucking brilliant. We need to see when all this sort of stuff will be going on whenever we really get going. Next thing I wanted to cover was if there was any questions, but it looks like it's not even showing me any of the comments, unfortunately. So if you have any comments or any questions about what is going on with Pulse Wars, get into the Telegram and feel free to ask. Anybody wants to send me a DM about, I don't know, I need a bit of help as well. Bit of help with marketing, bit of help with planning. If anybody's got ideas, and feel free to DM me and we can chat about anything at all. Last week, I run a giveaway. Anybody that minted an NFT last week would get one entry into a draw to win 3 Pulse Wars NFTs. Keep an eye out on the Twitter tomorrow. We're going to run another giveaway tomorrow. It'll run from Tuesday to probably Friday, and we'll do the same. We'll do the giveaway again on next Monday's stream. So check out Twitter tomorrow, or if you're in the Telegram, I'll share the Twitter link tomorrow to what you have to do over the next few days to try and win a Pulse Wars NFT. So let's fucking see here now. Sorry, 1 second. I need to get quicker at this sort of stuff too. Sorry. So I've already got my wee spinny wheel ready to go. 20 NFTs were minted last week, And some people minted more than one. Their contract, their address is in here. For how many? You minted 3. Your address is in here 3 times. So the 20 entries, I did it, test it 3 times like already. But anyway, the live one is the one that counts. The one here now. So entries 20. Where's the fucking spin button? That's good, isn't it? I think you just click on it, do you? Right, here we go. The winner. Woo! A fucking 3 Pulse Wars NFTs. 3. Woo! Anyway, account ending in 5059. You have won 3 Pulse Wars NFTs. Imagine one of them wins you that top prize at the top of the bull run. 2025. Millions and millions of dollars. Class. All right, so look, 30 minutes. That's all I'm looking to do each week. Possibly as we get more and more happening, the streams will need to get longer. But everybody out there, get minting your Pulse Wars NFTs. Give me the support I need. And thank you all for watching. See you next week. Attack.